Alright, hello everybody, Interjection here, and this is just a quick message that I am editing into the beginning of the video before we get into the main thing, just to talk about this channel a little bit actually. It's been going really well. The view numbers on the videos have been mostly really good, and the number of subscribers has been absolutely phenomenal as well. I have the graph here that I can show you. 505 subscribers gained, and only 25 lost, so that's 480 overall. I thought a lot of these people here subscribing, this was when I released my big main video on my main channel talking about this new channel. I said, we're gonna rebrand this channel. I made that video. 107 people, and then 38 people subscribed, and then 29, and I thought it would just continue to drop off, right? I expected a big initial jump. I didn't expect it to be this large, but it was, quite good, quite nice to see. And then it just dropped off to 10, and I thought it would drop off even more than that. But it actually went back up to 21, then 23, and as you can see, it's remained fairly consistent. And even if we ignore this big here, this channel is actually growing faster than my Interjection channel. If we take into account this was gaining like 30 subscribers a day. Like, if these groups of 20 and 30 continue, it is actually growing at faster than my Interjection channel, though recently this last week, this is kind of how my Interjection channel grows, so we'll see. Maybe it'll grow at the same rate, maybe it will be like this, we'll have to see. Either way, very pleased with this. There's clearly quite a large audience for just gameplay, right? Like, I didn't realize how big this audience was, and I guess that kind of, I mean, maybe I should have done, really, because if you take a look at people like Aztec, but even other people like Gaia and Tibia, who is somebody who is going to be appearing on this channel soon, I would imagine. There's lots of Age of Empires 3 streams, basically, on Twitch, and they all get what I would say are fairly large viewerships for a game that is quite so old. So I just think the game, there is interest in people watching it, and this YouTube channel's doing well as a result of that. Here is the actual view graph. So this over here is, like, we weren't uploading videos, and then on basically day number 1, you can see this is now it's growing, right? So we've had a video a day since effectively here, and it's now kind of stabilized at the top at about between, just like 1,900 there, 2,200 here. So it's about just over 2,000 views, and I'd like to see over the next few months this like steadily increase to maybe 2,500, 3,000 views. But if that is going to be the case, which I hope it will be, 2,500 to 3,000 views a day is actually insane on effectively what are videos that are, very low effort. Well, I don't know if that's quite the word. I mean, certainly the ones on my main Interjection channel, I like to think I put a lot of effort into. Like, the commentary, I really try to be entertaining, or if it's a tips and tricks video, it's very well scripted, Whereas this is just Azamk or Guy or H2O, whoever it is, just turning their stream on. Basically what I'm saying is I'm very pleased with the feedback that has been getting, and there's quite a large audience for this. And the audience, to an extent, for first-person gameplay, might actually be larger than the kind of stuff that I would, like, put on my Interjection channel. Well, no, that's a bad way to phrase it. What I mean is, let's take a look at this Wicked Cossack narrates his gameplay, right? The first one did really well. Here it is. It's one of the most viewed, most well-performing videos on the channel, certainly in the top 6 here, as you can see. And this got 16,000 minutes of watch time, 1,600 views approximately, and it broke the 1,000 view mark basically on the release day, right? 903 views on its first day, and then another 214 there. But his second video, where effectively, he plays against H2O, I know he did win in the first one, and that might be more interesting as to how he won and why he beat H2O, and listening to him explain that. But this game was also very close, and I'm surprised it didn't get as many views. It certainly got a lot of likes, an above average number, and that's way more than the first-person gameplays will get, but still, I thought the view count was really low. Now, also, this is true for the H2O Explains, right? The very first one got a lot more views, and the ones on my main Interjection channel get a tremendous number of views. H2O Explains does really well, but here only 910. I thought both of these videos would easily break, I say like only 910, but I thought they'd both break 1,000 views on day number 1, and here we are a couple days afterwards, and they still haven't got, quite got there. So there is that. Now, that might just be because first-person gameplay on a channel titled AoE3 live streams is more interesting to people. Maybe people don't want this quite as much. That's not what they're looking for. I do wonder, because a large portion of my audience is not from English-speaking countries. So places like Germany, the Netherlands, France, Spain, Brazil, Portugal, Mexico, and even there are, a number of viewers from Japan as well. Now I know, like, I know for a fact that a large number of my German audience does speak English very well, and I expect that is the same for many of those other countries that I mentioned, but it does make me wonder if there is a larger portion of people watching this channel who don't speak English and just prefer to watch gameplay that doesn't have voice commentary on it because it's just like, well, they don't really understand it all anyway, something like that. Maybe that's the case. Maybe that's why first-person gameplay and, you know, the videos of Azamp do so well. Equally, though, I have another theory, and I wonder what other people think, because these two videos went up on Saturday and Sunday, right? And Saturday and Sunday, obviously, is when we produce an enormous amount of content on the twitch.tv/ESOCTV, you know, the tournaments, basically. The channels over Saturday and Sunday. I think actually on Sunday, the channel was live for 12 hours, right? There wasn't 12 hours of gameplay, certainly. There was a lot of waiting as well. But 12 hours, effectively, of streaming, and there was a lot of videos, right? There was a lot of gameplay. People were watching those streams, and I do wonder if people just, you know, pushed the YouTube videos aside, because, you know, when a Twitch streams live, and it's a really interesting one, like a tournament, people are going to go watch that, right? And that's only going to happen right there and then. You can't watch it any other time. So a YouTube video, which you can go back to later, just gets pushed to the side, and then as a result of that just gets fewer views overall because of the way YouTube works. If a video doesn't do that well early on, then for the rest of time YouTube will not show it to as many people, and it just doesn't, like, you know, it doesn't get fed into the algorithm and the suggested videos quite as easily. So maybe that's why these two videos didn't do so well. But these ones are, you know, they take a lot more time, like orders of magnitude more time to create than the other gear videos do. So if you haven't seen them, I would encourage you to watch them, but that's not what if people aren't that interested, then fair enough, and we'll continue doing first-person gameplay. But I'm gonna kind of see how it goes. I do wonder what's going on here. Maybe these videos are more appropriate for my interjection channel, where they would get more views and I think be perhaps better appreciated. Anyway, I'll stop rambling about that now. But I thought it was just an interesting thing to talk about these two videos here compared to first-person gameplay, because a lot of effort does go into these. Now, today's video is part 2 of ZutaZuta at Microsoft Game Studios teaching I Am Prestige. Now, forgive me, I'm going to continue talking for a bit longer before we get into it. This video did really well as well, an above average number of likes, but also an above average number of dislikes. Now, I know it's only 4 people, and like when you're talking about, oh, it's above average and it's just like a 4, that's not a very large kind of data set, right, to work with, so it's not really interesting to draw conclusions perhaps from such low numbers. But yeah, this video got 4 dislikes, and I can't see that being because they, you know, watched the video and thought it was boring or something, because I do actually think this particular stream that Zuta did was one of the best he ever did do. And that's not because, like, Zuta's streams are usually boring, but it was because, you know, he's at Microsoft Game Studios, right, with what was the community manager. I Am Prestige worked for, you know, basically as the Age of Empires community manager, managing the sort of the YouTube channel, all of the reports that came in, the Facebook, the Twitter, all of these things. And then he has left now, sadly, but back then he did an enormous amount of work. There's actually hundreds and hundreds of videos on the official channel of, you know, certainly Age of Empires Online, which was a game I Am Prestige was very good at, but also Age of Empires 2, he was quite good at that, and Age of Mythology as well. Age of Empires 3 really was not the game he was so good at. That was a bit different. I think Age of Empires 3 is just is a bit more different from those other ones because of the home city mechanic, and because of that, like, Age of Empires 3 requires really tight build orders, and it's not quite, you know, that's not the case in perhaps those other Age of Empires games to the same extent that it is in Age of Empires 3. I think I Am Prestige just wasn't as good at Age of Empires 3, but that's really why Zuta was there. You know, he was teaching him. That's why it went down. They thought, you know, Zuta's good, it'll be fun. These two know each other since they both did work at Microsoft Game Studios on Age of Empires Online. And, yeah, they know each other. Zuta's really good at Age of Empires 3. I Am Prestige is not so good at Age of Empires 3. And I guess the point was to kind of teach him a bit. If he was going to continue to be community manager and create content on the YouTube channel and stream and stuff, then this was going to be a really good thing for Zuta to do. And I do think, like, in my mind, this was one of the most entertaining streams that I ever watched. I just really like the dynamic of those two, and also the fact that it was just at Microsoft Game Studios I thought was really cool. So I know this is essentially a re-upload of a video, or a stream that is already out there, I should say. But I wanted to, like, cut it up into bite-sized chunks rather than the big, massive VOD that it is. You know, cut it up into smaller segments where there's only 2 games per video. It's easier to digest, I think. and kind of preserve it as well. And by preserve, I mean, like, I've edited them. So I've edited, like, a lot of the time, Prestige and Zuta will reply to comments in the Twitch chat, which obviously we cannot see as a YouTube viewer. So I've edited that out to make the experience more seamless and more enjoyable, just more interesting, and just to kind of, like, preserve this a bit, you know, because I thought it was really excellent, and I wanted to put it up on the channel. So I know it's effectively a re-upload from a video that is quite old, but yeah, and I think that must be where the dislikes are coming from, because as I mentioned, I can't possibly see why, you know, you dislike the video because the video was bad. It was disliked because it was not a new thing that was brand new. So yeah, I'll stop talking now. That was quite a long period of time to talk for. But thank you very much for listening, and enjoy the video coming up.
Oh, Samwise is back. Do a little observing.
This reminds me of 2008. Can't tell you how many times we've gone with this combination of people, with like these 4 people playing. These are like my bros. This is like the bro squad of 2008. Right. It's like being back home. Alright, here we go. Alright, so the matchup is Russia versus Japan on Siberia, which is a good map for me. It has an extra spawn of a tower. You always are guaranteed an extra spawning tower, which always sits right on top of your gold mine, which is kind of nice.
So how do you expect this to play out?
So this is kind of a wild card for me. I really should fix that. Vic tends to play like kind of a weird style. Usually you would expect the Russian player to play fairly aggressively in this matchup, but with Vic I just don't know how he'll play. You never, like, he could, like, boom, he could, like, play, like, something fortress-based, like, I don't really know, so I'll just have to kind of scout. Odds are he'll play fairly aggressively, and it'll be kind of like last game where I'll be forced into more of a defensive position, but we'll see whether or not that ends up being true. One thing that I'm a little nervous about right away, holy smokes, I'm finding really good treasures here.
Nice.
One thing I'm a little worried about is how far forward my gold mine is. That can be a difficult thing to deal with in this game. Just like in any game, you have forward gold. It can be hard to deal with. But still, okay. So here's his scout. There's 2 good treasures right here. There's a 90 wood there on the right side of the screen here, and there's a 50 wood right up here. Ideally, I'd like to have them both because they give me 2 more shrines combined when I have Heavenly Kami sent. I don't know if I'll be able to get both of them, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the one on the top, because that one's a little bit easier to take because it's only got 1 tiger. And then I'm going to hope that he goes for the other one and I can steal. So I got that one uncontested. And then I'm not going to actively pursue this one, just because you have to invest a lot more into it. I will go back to it if I see his scout like on my half of the map, or if he just starts it. So I'm just going to kind of like hang one of my scouts around here within running distance of getting to that.
So if he goes for it,
so that if he goes for it, I can try and grab it from him, just like Sam grabbed it from me last game. But I'm not going to overly invest in trying to make sure that I get it. I want to continue to explore the map down here. I've also got this monkey now, which I can use to kind of hang around here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, do rid of that monkey.
Scout?
He's just a scout, yeah.
Just a sweet monkey scout.
Okay, so here he is, like... Okay, and there he goes. I think I got it. No, he still got it. It was really close. Try and kill his monkey. So that's not the end of the world. It would have been really nice for me to get that, but I got good starting treasures anyways. So I'm not too displeased with that. Still got a 12-vil age up, which is pretty good. I'm surprised there's not another hunt over there. My guess would be there's a hunt back here, just because that's usually how this map spawns, but I don't see it, so I'm not going to risk just sending my explorer up there blindly. Especially when there's lots of hunt that I can shrine back here. So, same game once again. There's another good treasure. So I'm just trying to shrine boom. Just like every game, Japan wants to try and do some sort of shrine boom. Anytime you can get up extra shrines, it gives you just like a nice economic advantage.
Sambuli, this is our third game. We still have still have about an hour left at least. A Japanese mirror, and then Japan versus French, Samwise, and now it is Japan versus Russia, and you're playing against
Victor
Sweet.
Kill that monkey.
So, he tried to age online too, right? Was he SG Victor?
Yep.
I remember him too.
Okay, so he's aging slow. He's aging with 17 vils, which kind of means my gamble paid off. I almost did another build just to like try and counter his aggression, but he's not playing aggressively, which is a good thing for me.
Excellent. Yep, Sambuli, the VODs are always up on Twitch afterwards. I'll get some of these up on YouTube as well. I actually still need to get all those games you sent me yesterday.
Yeah.
Jinlin asks, Samwise best player ever or H2O? Or Casper says, or I am Grunt.
Yeah, probably Grunt. Grunt H2O Samwise would be my 1, 2, 3 ordering. If someone were to like force me to make a decision.
Yeah, Sambuli, I'm terrible at H3, but Zuta here is an absolute pro. Parfait, is that another player?
Yep. He was an American player. I'd never rated Parfait as highly as those other three guys. He was good, certainly.
Well.
Starsky's good. I mean, the thing is, like, there was loads of good players, but it just depends on how you want to, like, order them, I guess.
Alright, thanks for tuning in, Mac Chips. Any chance there'll be an H3 2014 tournament? I'm sure there'll be some kind of community run tournaments. PK, like Jim Lim said, PK runs Myth and 3 tournaments all the time, so maybe they'll do one. What is he building all over? He's building shrines. It's a Japanese thing that you build near. Is it just hunts that you build them near?
Yep, or livestock, any sort of like animal.
Sort of herdable type, or not herdable, I guess, but. And they give him a trickle of resources of his choice.
Alright, so he's trying to contest these shrines, kind of like we saw in the first game where he, like, my opponent was, like, trying to apply pressure to the shrines. That's like a easy, low-hanging fruit type thing to do, is just to, like, try and harass the shrines a little bit. We can see, for the most part, I've got most of them built on the hunts on my side of the map. I'll try and snipe a musket here. Alright, so that's one free musket.
Nice, got some cat mixed in here.
Yeah, and so I'm expecting him to go, like, make something maybe caustic based. So there's his blockhouse, that's where his units are training from.
So Sambuli, this is the official Age of Empires Twitch channel. We are currently at Age headquarters over in Redmond at Microsoft here. Zuta's in the house, streaming. And we stream a lot on this channel, not only Age 3, but Age 2, Age of Mythology, some Age 1 sometimes. and have lots and lots of guest streamers, including Zuta here.
Could be 13 Strelly shipment coming. Which is why I'm running my cab from this weird angle to try and catch them. No luck.
Later, Gaio. Yeah, there's this H3 is on Steam. There's a community hub there. Also forums on our website at ageofempires.com. Yeah, I know we don't stream H3 enough. It's mostly because I am terrible at it. But that with Zuta as my sensei, hopefully that will change. Be great if I could become a even slightly less than mediocre player. Would be a goal.
Alright, so my Ashigara attack shipment just came in, which is a big upgrade for me. I can also see some Strelly standing on my dead scout here, so I'm going to try and come in from this angle.
Later, Gaio.
This is a good fight for me.
Of course, if we have any good, solid H3 players in the chat right now that also are established Twitch streamers and have the bandwidth and computer for it, absolutely would love to get any people that fit that criteria on this channel to do some guest streaming. Just send this channel a PM if you're interested in that and you're thinking of the criteria.
So that was a really good fight for me.
Yeah, I was surprised.
He's got TPs up, which means he's like does have economy behind this. He's not all in. So I'm gonna try and like get this blockhouse down. Maybe I won't be able to.
All right, thanks, interjection.
Alright, Minutemen are out, so I'm just gonna hightail it on out of here. Alright, and we're just gonna go over here to this trade post because we know he's got stuff over here at the trade post. Oh, there was his scout. I can't get that. Got good upgrades. Do want to transfer like 2 vills back onto wood. And we'll just force the fight away from his blockhouse. We've been fighting so much by his blockhouse that he's gotten like really efficient trades just from fighting so close to his blockhouse because his units train so fast. So here we can see he's walking his units across the map on top of my dead explorer. So I want to make sure I'll see them coming by this shrine as well. Alright, so I traded a shrine for a trade post. It's worth it for me. Definitely good.
Oh, damn it.
Keep!
The Nerf war!
Rule 17, keeper!
This is what I get for forgetting my Nerf gun.
Rule 17! Rule 17!
And it's Alfred.
And we got a guest!
We do have a guest.
Hello! Hello!
Hello, Alfred.
Are you playing?
Yes.
Are you playing? How you doing?
Yes. We're doing.
Do you have any alpacas in your army?
We do not. No.
Keeper. Who is this guy?
This is Zuta. He's a certified pro.
But he doesn't use alpacas!
No, I don't know that. I don't know that there's alpacas in this game. Need an alpaca cheat.
There's no alpaca.
You're gonna have to talk to someone who.
Oh man, I really need to start bringing the Nerf gun in
Keeper!
here.
How's the game going? How you doing? Need
Or
some
a
help?
shield.
Need some help? Did that help?
We were
Did that help?
doing good.
Did that help?
Not really.
Did that
We're
help?
doing good.
You're good? You got it?
Ooh, nice.
No, I think we're still gonna be okay.
You good? Need some more help? More help?
No, I think we're dead.
You good?
That's a big
All right.
army.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the help. Thank you. Rule 17.
Yeah, I've learned.
Always be prepared for a
I
Nerf
know,
war.
I'm bad at that rule.
Zuta, you should know better. Alright. Okay, I'll let you play. We might come attack you again, though.
Oh, great!
So just be prepared.
So happy to hear that,
Alright,
Alfred.
good luck.
Always love when you stop
Alright,
by.
there you go. Good luck.
Thanks.
There.
Oh,
Good job.
Game paused. Alright, there we go.
Good job. Alright, bye.
Bye. Bye, Alfred. Always a pleasure.
Well, that might have, maybe we can recover.
Oh, man.
I just lost, like, my whole army to, the Alfred raid.
To an Alpaca and Nerf.
That is actually gonna be kind of difficult to recover from, but we'll see. We'll see whether or not we can make the magic happen.
Oh, man. Oh, man. That Alfred. He's something.
Something different, alright. Alright, so see, I'm still ahead in economy. My economy's still good. But I don't know if I can catch back up in military. I kind of got, like, really out of position in that fight with the, He's not attacking me, though, which is good. It could mean he's, like, aging or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't just keep pushing on it.
Yeah, I am very surprised as well. Which makes me think, like, there's a pretty good chance he's aging, but we'll see. When my daimyo gets here, he's another attack upgrade, and then we'll just push back out with him. And then if he's aging, we'll try and catch him aging. He also had a lot more Strelly in the last fight than I thought he was going to have, which... Okay, here he comes. He's moving out across my scouts again. So I think he'll push over here. If I lose some of that stuff out front, I'm not too worried about it. I just want my army to be in a good position over here. I also have Bushido, which is that upgrade that lets me turn 10 units at a time, so I can get a lot of stuff out here now and make up some ground. Like, I'm gonna get up, like, 8 cav in this next batch. I've got 17 cav.
Does he have much anti-cav in this army?
I don't think he'll have that much anti-cav. I just got in a really good spot there. He's got actually a really big army.
Oh, those all muskets?
Yeah. I think I'm okay though.
Yeah, wow, I thought he was gonna...
Yeah, his units are like way weaker than mine are. They don't have nearly the upgrades that I do.
Do you have a nice tech advantage here?
Yeah, I've got a lot of upgrades sent.
Wow. You just knew that you'd be able to push back.
Yeah, yeah. He's not going to be able to recover.
That was an impressive hold. I kept thinking that he was going to overwhelm you, but...
Yeah, it was his unit, like if we compare the unit stats, his muskets have 120 HP and 18 ranged attack, versus my muskets have 170 HP and 31 ranged attack. So it's like...
Yeah.
Fairly significant. Also, these Strelly are like paper. They're like 85 HP and 9 ranged attacks, so they're not that good. But I don't know. He had an arsenal up. I wonder if he had.
Hey, Kid Cerise. Welcome, welcome.
What is?
Other matters.
I had other matters to attend to.
Let's put it lightly.
Yeah. Only drums. Okay.
Just alpacas.
Just
You know,
alpaca.
just the normal.
The alpaca raid.
The normal stream dealings.
But if we take a look at like resources, actually, I'm surprised I wasn't way further ahead. I I thought it was going to be like 2,000 or 3,000 more resources ahead than that. But I guess he played fairly economically. We can take a look at like villager counts and stuff.
Ah, interesting.
So his villager count was actually this is when the Alpaca raid was going on. I wasn't making
Yeah, flatlined a little bit.
I wasn't making villagers and stuff. Yeah, so this was the Alpaca fight where
that declined.
where I get slaughtered.
Wow.
Fortunately, it did kill a lot of his stuff as well.
Yeah, he might have been better off continuing that push.
Yeah, because I mean at that point he had 27 military versus 10. I would have had like town center fire and Minutemen and stuff too, which could have helped, but
dang. And then that last fight just went.
And then that last fight was...
Your units are just too efficient.
Yeah, it was one-sided, just more because of the upgrades than anything else.
That's pretty nice. GG.
So did you want to play now, or do you want me to keep playing, or what do you want to do?
What do you guys want? What does the chat want? Totally up to the chat here. It seems like they're enjoying some high-quality Japanese play, but totally up to chat.
I can play a different Civ, too. We don't have to keep playing.
What do you guys want to hear or see? And what do you guys not want to hear besides Alfred?
The Alpaca raid. I can come back next week too if you want me to.
I'm all for it, man.
As long as it's not raining. I don't want to.
Yeah, I felt bad for you.
The bus only comes like it gets you like within a mile.
Where did it? Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I guess I didn't realize you were taking the bus. Otherwise, I would have picked you up. Dang. Yeah, my bad, dude. I would have picked you up.
No, that's fine.
I guess could have coordinated that better.
Alright, well, I'll play Vic again then.
Alright.
Maybe I'll try a different Civ. I'm not sure what decks I'll have on this account. I can probably play French, maybe Russian. I can play Russian.
Have a request for Asian civs, particularly India.
India? Okay, I can play India. Let me check my deck quick.
Yes.
This is pretty good. What am I missing? I don't need 5 army. Probably won't get to the point where it matters anyways, but just to make sure. Why do I not have 9 Sims? And I want this card in there as well. I can take out one of these elephant ones. That's elephant combat, I want that. Alright, do that. Oh, no, I don't want this either. I want that, okay. I can play India. India versus Aztec. Okay. This is interesting. This is like a kind of an interesting matchup.
Sambole, I think my ESO is my old handle. I am Steve Holt.
Yep, it was. That's what it was saved on and when I logged on.
R.I.P. Steve Holt. Wish I didn't have to change it.
Steve Holt.
Credit to Mr. Milo for that one.
Did he give you that name?
Yeah, I was thinking before the first Balance Team Challenge. I was like, all right, I need to make a handle because my gamer tag I couldn't really use it for public facing.
Right.
And I was like, it's got to be from Arrested Development. He was just like Steve Holt.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right, there it is. Ooh, I like that town center.
Yep. So these are the Indians.
So what do these elephants do?
So
they're way faster than I would have.
Yeah,
thought
they're my scouts. They're just like a scout type unit.
It's badass. Mr. Milo is around. I don't think he plays much anymore because he's in school. He's getting learned.
Is he doing like he's doing like grad work or something? Isn't
Yeah, he's getting his master's from MIT. No big deal. Guess you have to be reasonably intelligent to
get into MIT. Yeah, I would
It's like a
assume so.
full ride there. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, I'd say
So I think that takes a little bit of precedence over playing, but
a little bit.
I don't know how much H3 he played. He was primarily an Age of Mythology guy.
No, he played a lot of.
Did he play H3?
Yeah.
Oh, I never knew that. Yeah, I have a Twitter. And to be honest, I don't really tweet anything that exciting, but you can find it under the stream if you want. It's just I am Press Steve. But you're not missing out.
Alright, so India, unlike Japan last time, does actually have to hunt, so I have to try a little bit harder in the early game. Hurting your hunts. I kind of mentioned to you this earlier.
Yeah, I remember
Like,
this.
it's the standing behind the hunt to shoot it the direction that you want it to go.
Oh, we're getting close to 150 for the giveaway. 30 or 29 more. And then we'll fuel up the old raffle copter and watch it take off. That's me, Jim Lean.
I've had a really good start with treasures and stuff so far this game.
What kind of unit composition are you gonna go for?
So the two most standard unit compositions in general in this game are musketeers and hussars, like cav musket, and ooh, what's this? And like bow and pike type combos. So I'll probably go, because I don't have bows, I'll go like some sort of musket huss.
Okay.
It's like a really strong style against Aztec in general.
You gonna mix in any elephants?
So you have to be an age 3 to make elephants with India.
Oh, I assume you make it from the fort,
Right.
or whatever the fort equivalent is. Ooh,
Yeah, so that's like a pretty badass looking thing, isn't it?
that's awesome.
So that's gonna double as my barracks, and it shoots.
I think you pulled the villager off of that, by the way.
Yep, I did.
Oh,
I did
on
it
purpose. Okay.
Just going over here to hunt. As long as you start it, it'll just continue to build by itself.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh. Does it build faster with villagers on it or something?
Yep, every villager you add takes off 10 seconds.
Interesting.
What we got down here? 60 wood, that's another good treasure. And I want to keep controlling my hunts. It's really important to control your hunts. It's like, you can see I've kind of got like a little bit of a wall going here with the trees and the fort and the sacred field. And if I can just keep that rolling, that would be ideal for me. I want to try and get as many of these hunts in here as well. Now every time I hear voices out there, I get paranoid.
I know.
Get bombarded with shenanigans.
Hello. मैं करूँगी शिकारी. आदि शिकारी.
Oh, tweeting is hard when you can't read.
Okay, so there's his forward base.
There we go.
Alright, so I found his forward base, so he's got like a kind of forward base here,
So
which just helps him secure map control and stuff. He's also got like a better aggressive option than I do, at least with the build that I've done. Oops, somehow I was... A little bit of a mistake there, but whatever. And I'm not really afraid of him coming from the front side because I have so much line of sight there. Most people won't raid directly where the aggro fort is anyways.
Interesting.
That, I'm just going to kind of like abandon it in terms of like defense. I'm just going to put all my defensive stuff up here on the north. Yeah, so here he comes like kind of on the north. And this is kind of what I was expecting.
that range on that fort.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
it's very good for defensive purposes. The fort itself doesn't actually do that much damage, but just the range it has in the line of sight and stuff makes it really hard for him to like find somewhere to poke in the early portion of the game.
30 viewers left. Before the rafflecopter takes flight.
Okay, I just saw something down here on the south side. So I'm just gonna split up my army, just like keep everything safe for the time being.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I saw those coyotes running over.
Walls in this game?
Yes.
Or just, I don't know that I've ever seen them, so I assume they're not widely used. Are they not as good?
They're not as good. They're
Just not enough health.
kind of expensive. Build a little bit slower than some of the other age games and stuff.
Do
So.
they cost gold in this?
No, they cost wood.
Wood, okay.
So I'm playing like really boomy right now, just really economically focused. And then I'm just gonna look to timing push out. Which, if you recall my style from AoE online, you'll know like where I've
That Greek
gotten-
timing push.
Yeah, that's kind of my style. It's kind of how
It's
I play.
effective.
It's really good. I'm playing really economically. He doesn't have any trade posts or anything right now. Plus, I just kind of want to maintain my defender's advantage. My units are really strong, but I really need to get up a bit more of a mass before I can really look to like push up. Plus, I got lots of resources in my base that are really safe.
Are you going to try to get to H3 before you push, or no?
No, I just make like some sort of H2 timing push.
Lidhi asks, any tips for an almost second lieutenant Asian Dynasties player?
With what civ? Any particular civ mentioned?
Ooh, that's good advice from Kazakiro. Don't die.
Like usually around second lieutenant, most people's issues just stem from not doing like stuff like always making villagers and.
How high of a rank is that? I'm not really.
It's
familiar
like
with the ranking.
it's like mid level.
Okay.
It's like 22 out of 50. So it's not like
I see.
low, but it's. I mean, everyone's got room for.
You're past the basics.
Yeah, you're past the basics. You understand like that you should always be making builds and stuff like
It
that.
says France and Japan.
With Japan, Japan can be kind of deceiving at lower levels. I know people like think they're too easy, but it's a lot of it's like relying on knowing your timings and stuff, and a lot of people like just get the timings messed up. Okay, so this is going to be a really strong time for me. I'm going to pop out a batch of cav from the consulate, and I'm making another batch of cav now, plus the 7 I have, plus the infantry that I have here. So I'm kind of scared. I haven't seen a lot of what his army is, but he had a lot of coyotes the last time I saw, which makes me think he's probably not going to have that many pumas, because he'll likely ship maces and stuff. So I don't think he'll have that much cav, anti-cav. And I'm bringing a lot of cav to the fight here. So we'll see whether or not that turns out to be true.
Mist is in the house.
So I've got a nice looking army here,
Yeah,
honestly.
I like that composition.
My gold mine has also just run out, but I've got another one.
Wow, nice safe gold mine there.
Alright, so this is his base, so I expect to see his army here. He does actually have a lot of anti-cav.
Are those bears?
Yeah, he can convert them.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
And I don't want to fight him like jammed up in the trees there though either.
Oh, 13 more viewers. The rafflecopter is almost fueled up.
If nothing else, we confirmed kind of what we need to know. He does have a pretty big army, so he can't be aging or anything like that. So
what are you thinking? Are you
So
gonna
I'm
sit
thinking
here
I'm
and
just
go to H3?
if he's just content to stay in H2 in mass, I'm content just to stay in H2 in mass because my army gets like proportionally strong, like way stronger
So
than his
that
does.
would work to your advantage.
Yeah. I just don't want him to sneak up and age up and get like some sort of tech advantage, but if he just continues to stick it out here, the more cards that I can get going, the better for me as well, because I've got lots of upgrade cards.
Hello.
So how come no raiding with your Cav? Or are you just scared to get it out of position? For when he
I don't want to
pushes?
get it out of position, plus he's got a lot of like, the snare in this game is really, really brutal. And so if I get one of
you
those
don't wanna
Cav
get
caught, like,
Adesh. Lakadhara.
Now, does it work like Old Age Online, where one snared camel's going to slow down your whole group?
Yep.
Oh. This game is going to go on for a little bit while longer, right? I've been doing the do a little too hard, so I'm going to quick unload it here. We'll be right back. GL. Actually, I want to see this fight.
his army's a little out of position, it looks like.
And Sam Woolley very much wants you to play at least one more India game after this. Oh, this is huge! So he's got one of those, it's called, he's got a buff right now on his units. Nice flank! This is looking pretty good for you.
Yeah, so far it's going pretty well. He's got War Dance on though, with maybe max War Fire Priest.
He does have a polar bear in his army, so...
हाँ हाँ सही हाँ शिकारी
Wow, that's actually one more you. So how did that trade go for you?
Went pretty good for him actually. I got a really strong eco, so as long as I can.
Hello Lakadhara.
Alright, 2 seconds, I'll be right back.
तैयार
Hello. Yeah, Adesh. Hello. मकान बनाने वाला.
आदेश शिकारी
Yeah. Nakadara. Hello. Shikari. Adesh. हाँ. Shikari. Hello. Adesh. Nakadara. Hello.
Ooh, the next gold mine zone too.
Votre ordre? Bûcheron.
Yeah. Sahi. Shikari.
Hello शिकारी लकड़हारा
Adesh. Nakadara. Yeah. Nakadara.
I almost never make Raj puts, but I'm kind of like gold starved here, so I'm just gonna try and make some Raj puts. His armies,
Shikari.
I don't know why he's not attacking. Could mean he's aging. I think that's the likely scenario.
Yeah. Hello. मकान बनाने वाला.
Which means I should push out here pretty quick. Okay, I think I got push here. If I don't push here, I think he's aging.
तैयार शिकारी आदेश
Oh, 149 viewers. One more
You're
copter.
going away.
Or one more copter. One more viewer. Until the raffle copter takes flight.
Alright, so I gotta push out here because I'm pretty sure that he's aging at this point. He hasn't aged yet, but maybe if I can catch him aging.
Ooh, Garja's in the chat. Garja AoE 3.
Yep. Ooh, he's got a lot of stuff. I think this is the end of the road for me.
Any defensive shipments you can hope to drop off? Or?
Not really. I'm kind of like out of shipments at this point.
I guess. I assume that's one of the advantages of him having that middle of the map there is he can kind of trade.
Yeah, his Civ is kind of like really good at trading anyways. That's like kind of what they do. I thought he was going to maybe be aging, so I kind of just like had to blindly push just because it's hard to know like what he's actually doing. And it looks like now he's gonna come push on this side, on the south side. I have to watch these bills really closely. No, he's not even pushing over there. He's got such a huge score advantage though now. It's going to be really hard to catch back up.
Got a lot of requests for you to play more India after this as well.
Okay.
Garja thinks that Victor Sui might be on the sea right now.
I don't know that he is. I've been watching that fishing spot and it's still alive. Knowing Vic, like, Vic doesn't really often play water. He could be. He doesn't have any trading posts. I mean, it's an option. Aztec do definitely have good sea as well.
Yeah, Pants, I think a lot more, there's a big influx of new users, because this game went on sale for pretty cheap during the summer sale.
Okay, there's
a lot more people online.
So there's his age up. I pretty much have to push now or I'm 100% dead.
Jordan99 wondering why you're using, I'm probably saying this really incorrectly, but Rajput when the Aztec don't have Cav. Wait, you're not playing against Aztec right now, right?
Aztec have Coyote Runners, which are like Cav. I usually wouldn't make Rajput anyways because they're not a very good unit. But I don't think I can kill this army.
Wow, that is huge. He's about to get a big old flank, huh?
Yeah, he just got his upgrades too.
No plans for that right now, Urkon Kazaz. Ooh, GG.
Yeah, he's not on water. He's just been for full fire pit.
Yes.
He's also got this really like cool thing called war dance that he can do from this fire pit.
So
And
like
basically
account, right?
it like buffs up all of his guys to like a really strong level. So his units, which are normally quite a bit weaker, like get a really nice big buff from it.
So just like a Celtic Rite, sort of?
Yeah, yep. Except he's got like these 10 guys who are like always doing it and always dancing.
Oh, it's not temporary, it's just
Right, it's permanent, and it's got like other buffs he can switch it to as well, so he can like have his units train faster, which includes villagers. Buffs there like attack. He's got one that can like make the sea stronger, stuff like that. So I was actually pretty close in resources. I just got like hammered in the first fight, I think. Take a look at the military unit population. Yeah, I got hammered in the first fight.
That was just hard to catch up from there.
Yeah.
Did he ever make it to H3? Or both of you guys made it to H3, right?
He's in age 3. I'm still in age 2.
Oh,
I saw him hit age 3, and that's why I pushed out, because basically I'm trying to catch him before his units get fully upgraded. You can see right now the Mace and the Puma aren't upgraded. If we take a look at one of the Coyotes are elite Coyote runners, which means they're significantly stronger than the unupgraded. And basically he gets all these upgraded, then his army basically like grows in effectiveness by another 15%. Like, it's really quite strong. But he just had like a little bit more map than I did. I played pretty defensively. I don't know. I could have done a little bit better in the mid game, but
Ja. Commandament.
he also plays Aztec pretty well. So
GG.